We're seeing a lot of cryptocurrencies continually push massively up. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies. Let's talk about should you come in right now. So if you want to know more about that, check this video out. Over the past hours, we've seen cryptocurrencies continually push up. And because of that also, I've got a ton of messages, DMs in Instagram asking, is it still okay to buy? Is it still okay to come in and buy these cryptocurrencies? Please do note this. Every time you see certain assets go up, it doesn't matter if it's the stock market, the real estate market, forex, or cryptocurrencies. Every time you see that go up, people get excited. When people get excited, people tend to buy things at a higher price. And then, here's the thing. When people who have not invested see this go up or see their friends make money, then they also become excited about it. However, the problem with that is this. If you are in that boat that you are thinking that, kumita yung kaibigan ko dito bumili siya ng Bitcoin, bumili siya ng ADA, bumili siya ng ETH, bumili siya ng XRP, bumili siya ng LTC, baka ako din, sayang naman, pwede ako kumita dito. Probably, your friend who bought it, that's making money, pinag-aralan niya. Probably your friend bought and positioned properly and now they're just reaping the benefits of them positioning. Probably your friend who is making money off of it is maybe using technical analysis. Maybe your friend studied it very, very well. Do not just buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple just because uso. I'm saying this not telling you na huwag kayo mag-invest because nag-i-invest ako pero pinag-aralan ko. And if you followed my other videos, I mentioned that number one, I studied it 2013. Una kong narinig yung Bitcoin 2013. I think it was around $200 pa at that time. I was so skeptical I was so skeptical. The first time I started to invest was 2018. So think about that. It took me 5 years. Just so you know also, in between that, while I was trying to learn, I wasn't really that active, but it wasn't talked about as what we have right now, as what we're seeing right now. So I would hear about it, bursts of information or news, but it will normally get attached to something na medyo scamish yung dating. Ginagamit siya sa black market to be able to send things that are illegal. So things like that, and it deterred me. But there came a point, people started pushing me to study it further. That's why napaaral ako. And that's what caused me to start to invest. I did not invest just because of the pressure that kailangan ko mag-invest dito para yumaman ako or eto na yung pag-asa ko yumaman. In the world of investing, in the world of business, people always say that opportunities only knock once. No, that's not true. Business moves in cycles. The stock market moves in cycles. So if you missed out on a certain boat, guess what? You will still have an opportunity in the future. If you missed out on a certain chance to buy this certain stock or buy this certain crypto, even if hindi mo nabili yun, tas dire-diretso na siya umakyat, there will be another one. There will be another crypto. There will be another stock that you could possibly buy. If you feel so excited right now, you feel so urged to come in and to start buying, pero hindi mo alam yung pinapasok mo, alam mo lang gusto mo maglagay ng pera kasi gusto mong kumita, then you're doing it wrong. Never ever invest just because you want to make money. Never ever invest just because you are hoping that you're gonna make money from it. Please, hope is amazing. Hope is good, but it's not a strategy for investing. It's not a buying parameter. Everyone hopes that when they buy Bitcoin today, it's gonna hit $1 million later on. It's gonna hit $100,000 later on. It's gonna hit $400,000 later on. Everyone wants that. But if you don't know what it is, you don't know what the fundamentals are, then you're gonna lose money. Kung hindi mo alam yan, huwag mo muna at pasukin. Huwag ka muna maglagay ng pera. Kasi kung masunog ka at nakikiuso ka lang, then it's gonna deter you from investing more later on. What I'm saying is this. Use that excitement and study. Use that excitement and do your research. There's so much information right now in the internet. What is it that you stop for a day? You stop for a week. You use this holiday for you to be able to learn, for you to be able to be well informed, so you know what's going on. What's stopping you from, number one, studying first what blockchain is, what's the technology, what's the architecture, then what's stopping you also from doing your research at tech, alam ko na yung blockchain, then you look at cryptocurrencies. Then as you start studying cryptocurrencies, you suddenly realize that okay, Bitcoin is just one form of cryptocurrencies and there's so much cryptocurrencies out there. Then as you start analyzing it, then you get to see magkakaiba pala sila. Bitcoin is so different from Ripple is so different from Ethereum. Then you get to differentiate it already. Once you start covering your bases, once you start and you've done your research, then you can start putting a small amount of money already. However, here's the thing. Dapat may overwhelming reason kayo kung bakit niyo siya bibilhin. Dapat may overwhelming reason kayo kung bakit kayo maglalagay ng pera. Tapos, above and beyond that, dapat may overwhelming reason din kayo kung bakit niyo pa siya hahawakan. Meaning, pagkabili nyo, ano yung rason nyo na dapat after 2 weeks, hawak nyo pa rin siya. It's so easy to get shaken, especially if you're going into the cryptocurrency market and there's so much volatility, there's so much swings. And I'm telling you this so that when you come in, you're prepared that, okay, bibiling ko tong Bitcoin. Kung mangyari man to na bumaba siya ng ganitong level, hahawakan ko pa rin siya at hahawakan ko siya dahil ganito. You have to also convince yourself that, okay, up na siya ng 25%, hahawakan ko pa rin siya, hindi ko pa rin siya bibenta dahil sa mga rason na to. Kung wala kayong rason na ganun and you have not realized on what you're supposed to do in that particular scenario, madaling masway. On the flip side also, dapat meron din kayong rason na up ako ng 8% lang pero kailangan ko na to ibenta dahil sa rason na to. Down ako ng 2% pero kailangan ko na mag-cut loss dahil sa rason na to. Or down ako ng 8%, kailangan ko na magdagdag ulit dahil sa rason na to. So if you notice it, wala rin siya sa binibili nyo. It's never about what asset you're buying, what stock you're buying, what crypto you're buying, but it's more of what are your rules on why you're doing so. What are the reasons, what are the narratives on why you are entering that particular cryptocurrency, on why you are coming in. I don't know how high this massive move up will be, but what I do know is there will come a point in time that it will also dip, it will also go down. I don't know when, I don't know how big, but what I do know is based on what we've seen, it's really massively volatile. If you're not so sure kung ano yung gagawin nyo, madaling ma-shaken, especially when volatility is there. Again, it's not wrong to cut loss kung kasama sa plano nyo, pero kung nagbebenta lang kayo ng palugi dahil natatakot kayo, that's where it goes to show na baka nag-invest kayo dahil nakwento lang sa inyo tas hindi nyo na pag-aralan. News, noise, hype, hindi mawawala yan eh. Kahit anong market ka mag-invest, Philippine stocks, US stocks, cryptocurrencies, there will always be people who would talk about investments. But the greatest voice that you need to hear is your voice. Huwag magpapadala sa kung ano-anong sinasabi ng ibang tao. Kahit yung video na to, please guys, never ever invest in something just because you hear it from me. Never ever invest something just because you hear it from YouTube. Do your research, do your due diligence, execute, but own it. Once you start trading, once you start to buy, win or lose, you go by your conviction. You live and die based on how you trade it. Kahit mali yun, pero pinag-aralan nyo, tapos sinunod nyo yung plano nyo, di okay lang. I'll just end this video with this. I really believe that we are in one of the greatest times to be alive. That people have been saying that we are in a pandemic here, that we are in a time that there's a lot of uncertainty. But if you've been following my videos pretty well, I've been saying this over and over and over. Maximum uncertainty, maximum upside. That in the midst of crisis, in the midst of recessions, there will be businesses that will come out. There will be investments that will come out. And maybe for cryptocurrencies, for Bitcoin, it's maybe because you've seen the US dollar being massively printed by so much that inherently people are thinking na baka wala na siyang value in the future because there's just so much printing and people just want to store their assets into an avenue that somehow they still get protected and somehow it's not connected to the massive printing that's going on. So if there's one ideology on why I think a lot of people are flocking into it, and now even institutions and now even large companies, I think it's mainly because of that massive printing. They want a hedge, they want a protection that as it continues to lose its value over a stretched period of time, they're already exposed into something that they know could not be inflated, they know could not be printed. And maybe that's why also Tesla also bought into it, even if they did not start coming in early. I think it has come to a point where it's hitting mass adoption. More and more people are accepting it and are getting into it because they've seen that it's staying for a longer period of time. I would understand that 8 years ago it would be harder for people to understand it because it was fairly new. But now you have other people who have been in it for quite some time. We have seen a lot of people who have more experience in it. However, we are still, in my opinion, at a point where it's still new eh. So think about it. If the internet 1994 plus 10, it was just like the internet at 2004. If Bitcoin was 2008 or 2009, sabihin natin 2009, 12 years. If the internet was 1994 commercial use, it's like that we're experiencing the internet right now in 2006. In the same way, that's where I believe cryptocurrency is. If it has taken more than 20 plus years for the internet to reach its scale at where it is right now, maybe 5, 7, 10 years in the future, we could see greater and bigger developments on the blockchain network, on the cryptocurrency network, and in Bitcoin itself. But again, huwag magpapadala sa sinasabi ng madaming tao. Pag-aralan, suriin, take the time to research, take the time to do your own due diligence, because at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your responsibility, and you have to take the time to do so. But here's the thing. Take the time to put money in the ground. Take the time to put it in, to sow it in. Better invest it kesa sayangin nyo yung pera nyo sa mga bagay that would not even matter later on. Because to win is do not think about enjoying now fully, but putting a portion of that so that later on you can enjoy in perpetuity. So I hope you got this, and I hope that this is something that's helping you, and I hope that you stayed up until the end. If you did, comment, I'll go. And to those who want to know more about me, my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And ngayon, napapa-Bitcoin na rin. But if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe, smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. And for those who want to join me for my online courses and my books, the link is in the description below. We also have a Zoom class talking about technical analysis, stock trading, end of February, Saturday and Sunday, spilling over also to the first week of March. So I hope you guys got a lot from this. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.